anytime somebody comes in with a British accent, I inevitably, imitate it.
Yeah,
An Irish accent starts off with an Irish, like I give it a shot, and it ends up British.
Yeah,
so I know that I'm a big mess, Okay, are we rolling?
Outdoor voices.
Yeah, sorry. Hey, it's JoJo, and that is Hosier. What's up, man?
How's it going? Good.
If you guys have any questions, of course, pop them up on the screen there, and we'll try to answer them things. But people, let's just give them a quick update. You got the track from the Tarzan soundtrack, obviously.
Yeah.
And I thought we were just talking off the air, and they basically brought you into a theater.
Mm-hmm.
What, 4 or 5 weeks ago? You said?
Yeah, it was about 5. At this stage, maybe 5-6 weeks ago. It feels like longer than that, but I think it was just over a month ago.
So they had the score. The score was set for the movie, but they basically set you down and said, "All right, here you hear the score, Hosier, but we're going to take the score out, and we're thinking about putting one of your songs right there."
Yeah,
And so basically, it was on you to come up with a track that felt appropriate for the scene and for the movie.
It's kind of how it works. They're going to show you the film and what they're thinking of, and how they kind of want to, because it's the score is very a lot of drums, a lot of like orchestral stuff, but like to have a contemporary song in there is So, but yeah, it was great, man. It was a great experience, really, and the team are really cool people. The cast is amazing. So yeah, it was.
So you met the cast and all that.
Yeah. It was exactly. Yeah, but it was like a 3-week kind of 3-week deadline.
Gotcha.
Get to it. Yeah.
If I could grow a beard like you, I'd do it. I mean, God, look at this. I mean, I always have these.
Beard?
Yeah, you won't see. I have little spots that they have they won't grow. Like I have a blank spot here and there.
Yeah.
But you have you can just go full on like.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. I never. Yeah. I think it's the price of having nice blonde hair, fair hair. I think a lot of my blonde.
Well, this is.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so it's this is
Okay.
this is LA'd, so just for whatever. I don't know why I did. Hey, details on. I know after this is after you're done here basically in the States, you're going to shoot back to, you're gonna roll back to Ireland.
Yeah.
And you're not. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're not one of these guys that you don't like to write as much on the road as others. You prefer not to record on the road.
Yeah.
You just get away from that.
I would love to if I was able to, and I think I admire and I'm envious of anyone who can do it. Like this dudes who would have a bus specifically decked out as a studio, and or they would have little studio space, and I'd love to. It was just plugging that first album kind of around the world is a busy one, and you're on a bus with 12 other people, so and it's just. For me, it was just never having that headspace. So, I kind of I had a laptop with me and little mini studio kit that you bring into a hotel room if you're going to be there for a few days. But I was never able to get, never get the album done on the road.
I guess when I think about it, it's kind of personal preference, obviously. But I guess you're always kind of, you can never just sink back and get into your own head. So to speak. You're just kind of with somebody. There's somebody next to in the bunk.
Yeah.
I know a lot of artists that come through and they record in hotel rooms, which you can. I would feel like you never could get into it because I'd be worried about the people next to me.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true.
So
yeah.
But when you go back to Ireland, man, you're like, you can do anything you want.
As home as it gets. Yeah, totally. And I think, and that's the way I did the first album. I kind of took my time with it and made sure I was happy with it and did it kind of quiet, put the head down, no distractions. And I think that's what I'll do next time.
Well, that's Hosier, of course. Follow him Twitter, Instagram @Hosier. That new music's coming out. Well, no date set, but
no date set, but
maybe next year.
Stay tuned. Yeah, totally. Yeah, next year.
Final thought here. You're known for being pretty tall, which you are. I'm known for being pretty short. Do you mind? Let me just stand up and see where we are here. So,
oh man,
look at that. How tall are you, by the way?
I am about 6'6", so just somewhere over the freak line.
I am I'd like to be. I'm like 5'6" ish. So that's where I'm at. So anyway. Hosier, it's a real pleasure, man.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Later.